It started as a routine traffic stop. The driver, a 33-year-old woman, seemed ordinary. But when police asked her to open the trunk, they found something she had been hiding for over a year. What was inside defies all logic. And when all the facts come together, you'll understand the true horror of this story. Hey everyone, this is Tom. Please write, what city are you from? What time is it for you right now? And what's the weather like? And what are you eating right now, or what did you last drink? It was late on the evening of July 28th, 2021. Along Eastern Boulevard in Essex, Maryland, the familiar flash of red and blue lights cut through the darkness as Baltimore County police officers signaled a black sedan to pull over. To the officers involved, this was supposed to be nothing more than a routine traffic stop. It was the kind of interaction they performed dozens of times a week. The car had committed a minor violation, and the driver, a 33-year-old woman named Nicole Michelle Johnson, seemed like just any other motorist caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. But then, as they approached the vehicle, the entire atmosphere of the stop began to shift. A whole new and disturbing twist was about to unfold. Nicole Johnson's behavior immediately stood out. She was not acting like a typical driver who had just been pulled over. She was visibly nervous, her hands trembling, and she was stumbling over her words as she tried to speak. When the officers asked for her paperwork and residency information, she struggled to provide proper answers. The situation grew even more suspicious. Her car registration simply did not match up. And when she was asked about basic details, like where she was going or where she was coming from, her explanations kept changing.
Y'all keep telling me one more day. Y'all keep saying everything will get better. Y'all keep saying this, it can't get no worse, it can't get... And y'all keep saying, find the light, find the light, find the light. Where's the light, yo? Like, where is the light? Like, where is the light, yo? Like, where?
Experienced officers know the signs all too well. They develop an intuition, a gut feeling when a situation is more than it appears. Something was deeply wrong here. As the officers continued to ask different questions, Nicole started to panic. Her tone became erratic, shifting from defensive one moment to strangely detached the next. The officers sensed there was much more to this situation than a simple traffic violation. There was a hidden layer to this story. Nicole was not giving convincing answers to any of their questions. When asked about her destination, she gave statements that did not match her direction of travel. When asked about her relationship to the vehicle, her story just didn't add up. It was as if she was desperately trying to hide something significant. At that point, one of the officers decided they needed to inspect the car further. They asked Johnson to step out of the vehicle and then requested that she open the trunk. Now, this was a request Johnson was clearly not ready for. She hesitated, her body language screaming resistance, but with no other choice, she complied and opened the trunk.
What are you hitting? No, seriously, I just need to find, I need to know.
I told you
What is this right here?
Huh?
What is this?
A bunch of dirty clothes. A bunch of dirty clothes.
That don't smell like dirty clothes.
Huh?
That don't smell like dirty clothes.
What do you mean? I'm about to show you.
And what the officers found was beyond terrific. It was a scene of unimaginable horror. With that one small motion, a night that had started with flashing lights and routine paperwork quickly spiraled into one of the most disturbing discoveries in recent Maryland history. The moment the trunk lid was opened, an overwhelming and unmistakable odor of decay filled the air. The officers could barely stand the foul smell. And inside, hidden beneath a layer of clutter, were the remains of two young souls.
I don't think that a guilty person would be doing it like this, bro. If I take all my stuff out, where am I going to?
I just need this right here is drawing my attention to it, so I need to see it.
I know.
Just feel it.
That's why I'm trying to show you.
No.
I'm with you.
What happened?
No, I'm just telling him, giving him some advice.
Okay. I'm telling you, you're just gonna find a bunch of dirty blankets.
What?
You see them right there? As soon as you open the suit. Huh?
He found it. What?
Oh yeah, cause as soon as you open it, you gonna find them.
Let's stand on the front of this car and make sure she don't go nowhere.
The officer who made the discovery couldn't even move for a moment. Their body cameras captured the raw, unfiltered visuals of the scene, and everyone present was left in a state of shock, disbelief, and absolute horror. What they were staring at was not just evidence of neglect or abandonment. It was something far, far worse.
What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
Dirty face?
No. Open, pull it out. Pull it.
Dirty face ain't my husband.
Pull the whole bag out.
I am. My husband be saying the dirty like it's for my husband. I am. See?
Take it out.
Take the bag out.
Take that bag out of there.
I am.
Okay. Pull that bag out. There you go. Open that bag up.
Maybe see close. See close. All see close.
Open it up, ma'am.
I did.
Unroll the whole thing.
What? Open that up. Open that up. What the f? Get the f in! Put your hands up! Don't you Turn over! Turn over! Turn over right now! Don't you move! Don't you move! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
What I do?
What the f?
It's my mom.
What the f? What the f?
What I do? What I do?
Give me your other hand! Now!
411 direct Eastern Boulevard and Wagner's Lane.
I don't want to hear it! I don't want to hear it! Get up! On your feet! Roll over! Sit on your butt! Stand up!
Deviation on the channel.
You don't need air.
We got 2 in custody right now, but we need a
Please
supervisor.
don't. No, please
I
don't.
swear to God, if you move, so help me!
No, please don't arrest her. Please don't arrest her. She don't have anything to do with
Please direct
nothing.
on that.
She really don't have anything to do with nothing. I will give y'all every name
2357.
to everybody.
I don't want to hear it.
Please don't arrest her.
These children hadn't simply been left behind or forgotten. They were no longer alive. The immediate question that hung in the air was, who were these lost souls? It was later confirmed that they were Johnson's own niece and nephew, a 7-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl. Both children had been left in her care, entrusted to her by their own mother. Investigators would soon determine that their bodies had been in the trunk not just for a few hours or even a few days, but for a very long time. They were already showing advanced signs of decomposition.
Relax.
Excuse me.
You relax.
BB, just relax. BB.
Keep your mouth closed.
I just want
I didn't give you permission to talk. Sit down and be quiet. You okay? I'm trying, man. You okay? No. Listen, I need you to calm down. I need you to calm down. I'm trying. No, I need you to focus. Listen, calm down. I need you to focus. Focus on her. Hey, get over there with her. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. All right. Put your mask on. Mask up.
We're under arrest.
Gloves, everything. Okay.
Everybody should have gloves and a mask on.
What man, yo? What's in there, bro? It's a baby, yo. Come on. Please. Relax, bro. I'm here. I need you to breathe.
At one point during her initial questioning, she simply claimed that she didn't realize the children were not alive. It was a statement that defied all logic. At another time, she told officers something truly chilling. She said that if they had waited just another day or two, she would not have been caught. Those words were cold, cryptic, and deeply unsettling, suggesting an awareness of her situation that was far different from the story of confusion she was trying to tell. She was desperately trying to hide the truth. But the truth is more than horrifying. The area was quickly locked down. Detectives and forensic teams were called to process the vehicle, to document the scene with painstaking detail, and to recover the remains of the children with the utmost care. Neighbors who witnessed the horrific crime scene recalled the sheer number of police vehicles and the stunned, grim expressions on the faces of the officers as people began to talk about what had been found. Back at headquarters, the full scope of the case began to sink in. This wasn't just a traffic violation that went wrong. This was a double homicide investigation. And the suspect wasn't some random, unknown stranger. She was family. The most chilling detail, however, wasn't just the discovery itself. It was the fact that these children had been missing for days, possibly even weeks, without anyone outside that car knowing the terrible truth.
O Allah, I seek the refuge in you.
From the whisperings of an accursed devil who whispers into the hearts of men.
Can I talk to you for a second?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Please, well, I'm not ready.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Excuse me.
Where?
Stop.
Make sure.
Go take a break. Go over there. Go ahead. Be good.
Excuse me.
Where?
Excuse me. Y'all,
Ma'am, stop talking.
Be quiet.
Stop talking. We'll talk to you when we need to.
Please be
Enough's
quiet.
enough.
Bruh, I'm scared to look, and I ain't,
Please be
and I ain't
quiet.
scared.
Just turn around.
so what you guys taking me from?
Oh no.
Get her out of here. Get her out of here.
Get up. Get up.
No.
When the pepper spray happened.
No. It's a that baby not back.
What the Hey, come back.
Let's go, fool.
It looks like a kid that's curled up in there.
I don't want to look, right?
Nope. Just wait.
Hold up for a minute.
Something just happened there.
Nicole Johnson had been driving around with their remains concealed in her trunk. She had been going about her life as if nothing had happened. Then came the million-dollar question. How did the children and Nicole end up in this horrific situation? From the very start, investigators were struck by Johnson's strange and inconsistent statements. Forensic analysis began to build the first grim timeline. Both children were identified as Johnson's niece and nephew, entrusted to her care by their mother, a woman who believed her sister was a safe harbor.
I can lift it up. It doesn't really bother me, but it's got to be a 3 or 4 year old kid.
Let me get it. My gloves are already.
The problem is the body is this so
It's in a bad
thin.
position. Yes.
Oh my God, dude, that's a 5.
That's a 5-year-old white child.
100%.
It's got female clothes, right?
Put it. Come here. It almost looks like it has the pigmentation like Michael Jackson had.
That's right.
Probably at least a week.
I mean,
1110. You need 1146 now.
I've seen some stuff, but it just sucks. It's like, I don't know, I guess it hits him harder than me because I'm just I've had trauma earlier on. But basically, like my daughter turns 5 Saturday. You know what I mean? This is 100% a 5-year-old kid.
The medical examiner determined the deaths were the result of foul play, though the advanced state of decomposition made pinpointing the exact cause incredibly difficult. Still, the positioning of the children's remains, the condition of the trunk, and Johnson's complete lack of effort to seek help all pointed to a deliberate concealment. Something even more disturbing was found. Investigators also discovered a confusing and deeply troubling detail in Johnson's statements to police. She reportedly told officers that if they had pulled her over just another day or 2 later, she wouldn't have been caught. That chilling remark showed that she had a plan. It suggested she knew exactly what she was hiding and was only hoping to avoid discovery for a little while longer. Family and neighbors were then questioned. Detectives turned to them, hoping to piece together the missing days and weeks before that fateful traffic stop. Neighbors said they hadn't seen the children for a very long time. Some had assumed they were simply staying with other relatives. Others admitted they had noticed Johnson's odd behavior but had not thought much of it. Behind closed doors, however, the children's disappearance had already brought a lot of concern amongst people, and an even more shocking piece of information was found. Both children were found in an extremely underweight and malnourished condition. Jocelyn, age 7, weighed just 18 pounds. Larry, age 5, weighed only 21 pounds. Let that sink in for a moment. This meant that they might have been starved for days or even longer. Johnson claimed that 5-year-old Larry went to sleep and simply didn't wake up. This could very well have been a result of severe malnutrition. Phone data revealed something even more disturbing. Johnson's own social media and phone records showed a very unsettling picture of disconnection. Instead of seeking help or reporting the deaths of these poor souls, she carried on with her life as if nothing had happened, all while driving around with their remains hidden in the trunk. Theories began to form. Prosecutors argued that the case was one of severe neglect and abuse. They believed that Johnson, overwhelmed by responsibility and her own personal struggles, allowed the children to suffer under her care until their tragic ends. And instead of facing the truth, she hid them, hoping no one would ever notice. Others started to doubt Johnson's mental state. Was she suffering from an untreated illness or delusions that had warped her sense of reality?
Now.
So what I do?
Get in the car. I'm gonna put you in the car. That's your choices.
Can I have my bag then?
I don't care. Get in the car.
My phone is
Get in the car.
Your bag will be with you.
Okay.
What is she diagnosed with?
I don't know, but she can't read. She can't anything. Like she's really retarded. Like she
okay. Just because she can't read doesn't mean she's retarded.
No, I'm telling you. Like I don't know what she slows with, but she really don't have anything to do with anything.
You got anything on you?
No, man.
All right.
It's $20 in my bra.
In your bra?
Yes, ma'am. On
Where?
the side, I think.
What is this? Part of your underwear?
It's a bead chain.
Part of your underwear?
No, ma'am. It's like a waist bead.
For what?
You can rip it. Just rip it. Just pull it and rip it. Like why you right there? Yeah.
It's all right. Is it just a bead? Is it just a bead?
Yes, ma'am.
They're gonna have to take it back.
That's why I said.
They're gonna have to take it off when they get the pre-time, so make sure it's nothing else.
That's why I said just.
All right, go ahead. You got $20 right here.
When questioned several times, Johnson finally revealed something, and it was more than disturbing. It was a confession that painted a timeline of pure horror.
Ma'am, you don't ask me that question about 3-4 times, and I done told you the same answer about 3-4 times. I'll tell you again. You are in police custody. You are going to be sitting right there in handcuffs with your bag right there until somebody with either equal rank that knows that was out there with this call, or somebody that ranks higher than me comes to me and tells me to do something else. So get comfortable, relax. You're going to be here for a while. It is what it is. Sorry.
I don't got no one. So why I'm on that red?
What's your last name?
Kazadi.
What's your last name?
Chibola.
Okay, both of those are very hard to pronounce. So I'm just going to call you madam. And I'm sorry about that.
So now, you guys are going to lock me and frame me for something you guys are not telling me.
Man, I didn't frame you with anything. I'm not Baltimore County. I'm one person. I'm just a cog in a machine.
Okay, you telling me my hand is clean. I tell you I'm clean, right?
Do you need hand sanitizer? Is that what we're asking about? You are detained.
For what?
Until somebody out there. You understand I'm backup, right? You can ask me 1,000 times, but I can't tell you what I don't know.
It was okay. She arguing about that. I'm all like, what am I arguing for? Just open it and let him look at me. So stupid. So stupid. So stupid. But I don't want to cry so bad. I can't even cry because it's love.
I want you to help me out to find out how these children ended up like this.
Okay.
Okay?
Children?
Mm-hmm.
Both?
Mm-hmm. Who were they?
That's when I had him. If you look at him when I had him.
So that's who?
That's Johnson.
And that's who?
Remember?
Okay.
When you look at him when she had him, and when I had him, you probably got this picture off her page, but it definitely came from mine. Okay. Because if you look at him when she had him, they were very not taken care of. If you look at him when I had him, they were very well taken care of.
Nicole Johnson admitted that she had placed Jocelyn's body in the trunk in May of 2020. She claimed that she had been involved in a violent act against the girl, causing her to fall and hit her head. She then stored the child's remains in a suitcase. Then, a full year later, in May of 2021, she said Larry lay down in the car and never woke up. After which, she placed his body in a plastic tote alongside his sister's remains. But even with theories of neglect, abuse, or mental instability, one fact remained undeniable. Nicole Johnson had concealed the remains of her niece and nephew in her trunk. Whether it was out of fear, guilt, or cold calculation, she had tried to keep their deaths a secret. Even after all this, the discovery of the children's remains still forced investigators to look backward to understand how Nicole Michelle Johnson ended up as their guardian in the first place, and why no one intervened sooner to protect them.
about washing them. I had to yell at the mother about feeding them. Like, I used to have to yell at her about everything.
Their mother, devastated by this ultimate betrayal, expressed in court and in public that she had believed leaving them with her sister was a safer choice than her other options. The emotional toll on her was immense, as she faced not only the loss of her children, but also the reality that their deaths had come at the hands of someone she trusted completely.
Let me tell you this, right? We spoke to your sister and a bunch of your family members, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that everything that you're saying is making sense.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying.
What do you mean? What did y'all speak about?
Well,
y'all spoke about her leaving her children?
Huh?
Y'all spoke about her leaving her children?
Well, we spoke about a lot of stuff.
And of course it's all going to be against me, huh?
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Even my mom?
Yeah, we met your mom.
What'd they say? What'd they say? I done bust my for all my life. My mother. Lady, you had me out here selling my You told me not to give that girl her kids. I would have gave them back. I said this weekend when I'm coming back, I'm giving her her kids. You told me not to. They about to put me under the jail. They so selfish and so wrong.
And as detectives prepared the case for trial, they knew they had more than enough to prove that what happened was not an accident. It was a crime, one that would demand accountability in the courtroom. The courtroom proceedings would reveal something even more tragic. It was a whole battle. When Nicole Johnson finally stood before the court, the weight of what had been hidden in her trunk was laid bare for all to hear. Prosecutors wasted no time showing the full picture. 2 young children, entrusted to their aunt, were left to perish under her care and then concealed as if their lives meant nothing. The list of charges was staggering, ranging from severe violations against a minor and neglect to the unlawful handling of their remains. The state's argument was straightforward, yet chilling. Nicole Johnson did not just fail in her duty of care. She actively concealed the deaths of her niece and nephew, showing a level of awareness and intent that could not be ignored. After days of deliberation, the verdict finally came, and it came with a twist of its own. Nicole Johnson was found guilty. The jury recognized that her life had its struggles, but the loss of 2 innocent children and her decision to hide what happened were choices she made, and they were choices she had to be held accountable for.
50 years in prison. That is the sentence for the woman found guilty of child abuse after the bodies of 2 young family members were found in the trunk of her car.
And they were choices she had to be held accountable for. 26-5, 26-14. Found in the trunk of her car. Those are the last words you hear in a lot of news clips about this case. But if we stop there, it sounds like just another headline. So let us take this ending and make it honest. 2 children, Jocelyn and Larry, were not only found in that trunk, they had been there for a long time. They were 7 and 5 years old. They were trusted to their aunt, and instead of care, they got hunger, fear, and silence. The court later gave Nicole Michelle Johnson decades in prison. The judge made it clear this was not an accident, not confusion, not a moment of panic. It was a chain of decisions. The children were left without food. Their tiny bodies showed extreme malnutrition. Then, instead of calling for help, their aunt put them in a suitcase and a plastic tote and kept driving around with them in the trunk of her car. The law responded with years behind bars. But law and justice are not the same thing. In the Bible, there is a simple and very direct line about harming little ones. It says that hurting a child is not just another sin, it is something that brings serious judgment. You do not have to be religious to feel that. Even if you never read a single page of scripture, your instinct tells you that adults are supposed to protect children, not use them, not neglect them, and definitely not hide them. When you hear that a 7-year-old girl weighed about 18 pounds and a 5-year-old boy weighed about 21, you understand that the real story here is not mysterious. It is starvation and indifference stretching over months. There is another idea in the Bible that fits this case. It says that what is done in secret will one day be brought into the light. For a long time, the secret of that trunk stayed hidden. Neighbors did not see the children. Some people felt that Nicole acted strange. Some worried, but no one pushed hard enough. Inside that car, the reality was getting worse and worse. Outside, life looked normal, until one ordinary traffic stop became the moment when hidden darkness met public light. Think about how simple that trigger was. A minor violation on Eastern Boulevard in Essex, Maryland. A quick decision by an officer to pull over a black sedan. Routine questions, requests for papers, nervous answers that did not line up, shaking hands, details that did not match. Then, the one request that changed everything. Please open the trunk. When the lid went up, you can imagine that even the air changed. A smell that made sense only when the officers looked inside and saw what should never be in the back of any car. Nicole later told police that if they had waited another day or two, she would not have been caught. That one sentence is important. It shows she knew exactly what she was hiding. She understood the difference between right and wrong. She just hoped she could drive a little longer without facing the consequences. She hoped that this secret would stay in the dark. But secrets like this do not stay buried forever. Someone sees something, someone hears something. A stop that was supposed to take a few minutes turns into a full crime scene. Detectives, forensic teams, body cameras, and case files enter the picture. The story moves from the street to the courtroom. The jury hears how long the children were missing. They hear about the hunger. They hear about the lies told to family members. They listen to the recordings. They see the photos that the public never sees. And in the middle of all of that, there is a mother who thought she was making the safest choice she had. She believed leaving her children with her sister would protect them. Instead, the person she trusted became the person who failed them at every basic level. That is one of the hardest parts of this story. It is not about a stranger breaking into a home. It is about family. It is about broken trust inside the circle that should be safest. So what do we do with a story like this, apart from feeling angry and heartbroken? Let us be practical and honest, not poetic. There are a few direct lessons here, and they are uncomfortable. First, if a child disappears from your daily picture, pay attention. If you live in an apartment block and you used to see a kid in the hallway, but now you never see them, that is information. If you are a teacher and a student keeps losing weight, keeps wearing the same clothes, keeps looking tired, that is information. It might be nothing, but it might be something big. The safest move is not always to mind your own business. Sometimes the safest move is to ask a careful question or make a discreet call. Second, if you are a parent or a guardian and you are drowning, speak up before you sink and take someone else with you. Everyone has limits. Money, health, stress, addiction, depression, all of that is real, but children cannot protect themselves from your collapse. There are hotlines, social workers, churches, community organizations, and sometimes just a neighbor who is willing to help. Asking for help is awkward. It can feel humiliating. But it is nothing compared to the weight of what Nicole is now carrying for the rest of her life. Third, we have to stop thinking that obvious evil always looks like a monster from a movie. Most of the time, it looks like someone who is overwhelmed, then gives up, then starts hiding the evidence of that failure. On the outside, it can look like an ordinary driveway, an ordinary job, an ordinary car. Inside that car, a line has already been crossed. When you strip this case down to its core, it raises a simple but heavy question. How could Nicole do this? How do you go from being the aunt who is supposed to protect two kids to the person who lets them starve and then hides their bodies? There is no answer that makes it okay. There is no explanation that removes responsibility. But cases like this remind us that terrible outcomes almost never start with one huge moment. They start with smaller choices that are ignored. Skipped meals, missed checkups, ignored calls, lies told to cover up previous lies. If you believe in God, you might see this whole case as a picture of what happens when conscience is ignored for too long. At first there is discomfort. Then there is a story you tell yourself to feel better. Then there is numbness. At some point, the heart hardens so much that even the sight of a trunk like that feels normal to the person who closed it. But that does not mean God or justice is absent. It means patience has a limit. One night on a busy road becomes the moment when all the ignoring stops. Now, I want to turn this toward you in a very direct way. Imagine someone asks you, right now, to point out the first warning sign in this case. What would you choose? The weight loss? The long silence about where the children were? The aunt's strange behavior? The comment about not being caught if police had waited a bit longer? Think about that and write it down, because noticing warning signs is a skill. The more you practice it, the harder it becomes for cases like this to stay hidden. And I want to ask you straight, how could Nicole do this, and where do you think the system failed first? Was it the family, the neighbors, the social services, the schools, or all of them at once? Let me know in the comments. And if you watched this far, I want to ask you for one more thing. For Jocelyn and Larry, 2 children who never got the chance to grow up, drop 2 heart emojis in the comments. 2 hearts for 2 short lives that should have been ordinary and long. If you want more cases where we go past the headline and really look at the choices, the warning signs, and the lessons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way you do not miss the next deep dive. Share this video with someone who cares about true crime, not just as entertainment, but as a way to stay awake to what is happening around us. Because the real question this case leaves us with is not only, how could Nicole do this? The real question is, what will we do the next time something feels wrong? And we are the ones standing close enough to notice. Before we finish, I want to leave you with one more practical thought. When you hear about cases like this, it is easy to think, this is far away from me, this is another country, another city, another family. But statistics in many places show that neglect and abuse usually happen close to home. They happen in ordinary apartments, in houses that look fine from the outside, in families that know how to smile for photos. The safest children are usually the ones who have at least one adult who pays attention, asks direct questions, and is not afraid to be annoying if something feels off. Maybe you can be that adult for someone in your circle. Maybe your question, your call, or your refusal to look away will be the thing that saves a child from ending up in a story like this one. Small acts can save lives.